Antonio, Texas, and the Alamo Dome. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the UTSA Roadrunners. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. The Roadrunners ready to kick it away first. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bobcats offense who will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Bully ball on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Back to pass on second down. Fears the pressure. Buying some time. Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Connection to the right. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Good timing on the quick out. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got a man. It's Evans. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackson will throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. This time he's got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Buying some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Pryor. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a third and long. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the tight end. And they'll pick up the... out and mark it up.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
And it's the Roadrunners can really attack on this second and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at 34. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Roadrunner! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up. Come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Jackson gonna throw it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
4 wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Hauls it in. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They got him for the sack. A turnover on downs.
Nowhere to go with the football. You can surveying the field. Somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
That's caught. It's Holmes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Jackson will throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the... And it falls to the ground, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And wings it incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Holmes. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's knocked down immediately, tried to catch them napping on the run, and nothing doing.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Browning. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it.
It's definitely too early.
Snags it, and there's running room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Fires complete on the crosser. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Right on the money. Wide open spaces. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll get together to decide. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Holmes. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UTSA. And they take it for 6 more points. His third touchdown of this game.
That is how you answer. The other side cuts into your lead. You know what you do? First play, be aggressive, make the big play, snatch the momentum right back in this football game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Jackson will throw. And he was drilled just released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Scott. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Wide open downfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. He's got it up to 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And they spike it to stop the clock. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Takes the handoff. It's Browning. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early. And on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Finds space on the right. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain. The Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The run inside. It's Browning.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Bobcats are marching down the field.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about...
Snags it, and he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
UTSA 24, Texas State 14.
Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Runs through a man. He might have space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He stopped at the 14-yard back from there. The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense staying on the field there in hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, this defense has been...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. He lofts one down the sideline. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. The option, he'll keep it. And he's brought down after a nice...
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Running the red zone. It's Scott. Sweet little juke, and he's going to wind up hitting.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Touchdown, Roadrunners! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. His 4th trip to pay. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's kind of galvanize them a little. Here to go make a statement to get some points.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Stumbled to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't run it over.
Running inside. It's Scott. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Give to the running back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
He got it. And that will extend their lead even further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Coming out on first down with the